That's better. Hello everyone, my name's Bliss, and welcome back to the elevator game with Catgirls. Somebody in the previous video mentioned about pressing the button for opening the door, so we're going to be doing that right now. Press the button for opening up the door. I press the button for opening up the door on the 13th floor on a building that only has 10 floors. So yeah, I seem to be greeted by a floor at least, so the elevator hasn't levitated out of a building after all. Probably. What are the odds that I've managed to get to the other world already, and now the building somehow has more floors? It seems like a crazy idea, but everything about this has been crazy enough to begin with. Who knows what to actually expect out of this abysmal place. I know I shouldn't leave the elevator at any cost, but... Oh, there's a red note. You shouldn't get out of the elevator, though. I noticed something standing out in the corridor before me, pretty close to the door. If I try hard enough, I'm pretty sure I could reach it without stepping out. Should I? Yeah, let's grab it. I get on my knees, careful not to leave the compartment. Then I reach out for a piece of paper that's lying on the ground. April 13th, a note in scarlet. April 13th. Now we're letting those abominations into our school. Bloody great. Just what we needed. One of them looks sort of cute. I wonder what she'd sound like when we set her clothes on fire. Okay. This is really weird. The date on this thing, there's no year exactly, because there's no chronological standpoint with it. But it's from the current one. It could be from a couple of months ago. Wait, isn't that from the day I transferred? Well, it seems we got back onto the elevator and I get snapped away from my thoughts with the elevator door suddenly closing. Before I could even think about what to possibly do next, the small compartment is put into motion without my input. Oh, we're going down to the 5th floor. I think it's the 1st floor. Oh, I can't shake off the weird feeling that something was waiting for me to pick up that note before letting me proceed further. Did some greater force guide me? Was I being watched? I love how each line we read, it goes down another floor. The idea is absurd, and yet we now made it to the actual 5th floor. Or is it? Nope, we're still on the elevator, and this seems familiar. The elevator seems to have descended back to the 5th floor, just like I prompted for it to do the last time, before I got taken to a floor that wasn't supposed to even exist. Does this mean that the ritual is still going according to the rules? Honestly don't know, it could be a little bit extra. The rules mention that there might be some kind of woman getting into the elevator at this point in the game, but I can't see anybody. Oh, there's another note. There's just something distinct that stands out next to the elevator door again. This time it's not red. I could probably reach it without having to step outside just like last time. Yeah, we'll grab it. Oh, it begins with a nugget. I keep finding these notes. They seem like some diary entries at first, but none of it makes sense at this point. Could it be that this place somehow captures your thoughts and turns them into these things? Will somebody be finding mine too? Wonder what that's in reference to. Seems like it's another one of those notes, but this one's different than the one I found. And it's written on different coloured paper as well. The writing has a different shape, and the paper itself has a different tint to it. So they're probably written by two different people. What? Didn't mean to do that. Is it safe to assume that this isn't the same person's? Right, we seem to have not stumbled upon a person, though. But we didn't even click the button, it just did it for us. What? 0? Okay. Should be 1 though. Ooh. Not taking any chances, I take a silent invitation to leave without a second thought. I run out of the building as fast as my legs allow me to. Would we... Can we leave, though? Oh, it's snowing, so it must mean we failed. Ooh, god damn, what the hell was that? The rules say I should leave the building immediately if the elevator descends back down to the first floor instead of the 10th. So I did just that. Am I safe now? Does this mean the game is reset and I can attempt it anew once I go back to the elevator right now? Why do these rules have to be so vague? Ugh. Maybe because of that other person being in the building? I checked my phone for good measure. Curious about the time, it seems like a couple of minutes have passed since I got into the elevator. Nothing out of the ordinary then. Even if it feels like I was trapped in there for hours. Vending machine again. Decided to take a short break. I got something hot from the vending machine. Coffee should be good for keeping me on my toes, even if adrenaline is currently doing the job pretty well. Yeah, that's the kind of thing, when you're in these kind of situations, adrenaline sort of drives you. And then when that adrenaline stops, you suddenly feel the tiredness. I made sure to bring more change with me this time around. Oh, okay, so we... Alright, we can interact with it. Cocoa milk. Huh? I reach out to take out my canned coffee, only to notice there's a bottle of chocolate milk instead. Did the machine malfunction? Or did someone buy it before me and then just leave it here? It must be a malfunction. I did put my money in, and I did hear it, doing vending machine things. On further inspection, the factory seals still intact, so definitely not someone else's half-finished drink. I'm still not about to drink it, but I suppose I can take it with me, you know, just in case somebody else might need it. Ah, lactose free. Damn it though, this means I just used up my change and got no coffee in return. Stupid machine! Ow. Don't hit the machine. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Maybe I press something on random. Is that man there though? Frustrated, I head back to the building entrance, hitting one of the intercom buttons. I try to make sense of what I experienced in the elevator, but I'm at a loss. All in all, the sooner I can find Kirin, the sooner we'll be able to leave this place and never come back again. I'm really not in the mood to dwell on this.
Hello?
Hello? Oh, somebody's there this time. Maybe it's that stranger with the top hat. I'm shaking out of my thoughts when I suddenly hear a voice from the intercom. Oh crap. This isn't how it went last time. This was supposed to happen all of a sudden.
Hello? Who's there?
I'm one of the residents that lives here. I was out somewheres, but the taxi didn't come for me, so I walked here instead. What should I say? I forgot my Girl Scout cookies, of course.
Forgot my keys.
Yeah, and I forgot mine. At least get more creative. Basic kid.
Fine. What? Why does it keep doing that? Well, that went well. Great going, Asahi. I just about want to curl up and die from embarrassment, but I forced myself to press one of the intercom buttons again, a different one this time. I can't let this stop me. I will humiliate myself as many times as it takes. I need to get back into the building. To my surprise, I'm greeted with the sound of entry this time around. Someone simply lets me in, no questions asked, just like before. With victory! I exhale, quickly getting back into the building. Finally back into this abyssal hellscape. It still feels so jarring how eerily quiet the inside of it is compared to the outside. It's like the door of the building is a portal to another... For goodness sakes, my bad, clicking off the screen. What was the other thing that I read out on? It's like the door of the building is a portal to another world of its own already. Right. This has to mean something. I'm determined to get to the bottom of this. I should attempt that ritual again. Maybe I did something wrong before. Hint. Clues found throughout the game can lead you to new floor combinations and different endings. Clues found throughout the game, huh? Reaching an ending doesn't reset your exploration progress. All found items carry over to consecutive playthroughs. It's like, well, how'd I get this item here? I didn't just come here, but yet somehow I've already got it. Like, some Steins Gate shenanigans here. Some things around the lobby may change as you explore the game. Stay vigilant and have fun exploring this bizarre setting. Oh, I will. Let's see. There's a red light up there. I wonder if that does something. We're gonna go. We're not gonna go either left to the door or backwards. You know, I'm gonna save just in case. I do wonder what would happen if we go backwards. Nah. Oh, we're gonna go. Oh, this intrigued me before. What these told me. Oh, fire extinguisher. It's a fire extinguisher. Hopefully I won't find a reason to use it. I'll probably use it for a more non-traditional means of whacking someone over the head with it. It's some kind of board depicting animals. Seems like one of those things where you engrave wood by burning it. Is it supposed to tell me something? The only thing it's telling me is that the horse is a gentleman horse. A gentle horse, if you will. That means that I have no idea why anyone would want to put something like this here. Perhaps they wanted the rest of the building's inhabitants to see their artistic endeavors? Gentleman horse. Okay. Okay, so there's nothing else to that. I don't want to go outside. Look at this. Lost and found. Ah, it's a lost and found reception window. I'm not sure if these are common in buildings like these. Seems a bit out of place for one to be here, if you ask me. Is there anything else, though? Lost and found, huh? Yep, I think that's about it. Right. Let's see, there's a plant pot here. This plant has definitely seen better days. I almost feel sorry for it. Shouldn't the residents taking better care of it? I know, it's just not in their best interest when it's a horror scenario. Ooh, what's this thing? Ah, this is what I was trying to read the last time. Ah, okay. Resident of 302, can you please take the trash, or take out the trash? The smell is unbearable. Like, what do you have in there, honestly? What do you have in there? But that's intriguing. It looks like a maze. Maybe there's a treasure buried where the red dot is. This suddenly went from a linear adventure to a point-and-click adventure. I like point-and-click scenarios. The Neckos. Things get squishy near Right Lake. Penguin Rebellion. A lone village against the feathery outrage. Never ever underestimate the power of the penguins. But what now? Come on, there might be something important if you look through the small writing. Shut up, phone. Right. Let's not go to the elevator door. Let's go away, Froggy. I'm gonna look at the. I press the call button, but nothing happens. That's probably because the elevator's just there, waiting open on this floor, which is actually suspicious in itself. Why is it stuck like that? Though it adds a bit of illumination to the lobby, so I can't really complain. What does all of this mean? Oh, there's a red cross. Oh, not red cross, but there's a cross there of some kind. There's many different interfaces, many different angles. Oh, we can go up to the stair. Oh, hello. Frotter shuts down, millions dead. It sounds like Twitter shuts down, but millions were not able to access their friends anymore. Let's have a look at this. I actually remember that happening. But wasn't it years ago by now? Just how long has this clipping been here? I do not know, but what I do know is that this is a horrific scenario. Right. What the hell? Sudoku, ketchup on eggs, redefining flavor. The blank says Chef Rawdon Gamsey. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because you didn't cook it. Onion and bacon go well together. And who said that? Hey, don't be a hater. Ketchup is good with anything. The newspaper around here are something else. Who even reads those nowadays anymore? We've got our phones and the internet. Let's see. Wait a second. They've got 4 names on it. And Asahi's name is right there. And Raki, Kirin. Oh, Raki must be the top hat individual. And Sapporo. This is definitely noteworthy. Why has it got our names on it? Huh? Why are there our names on this thing? 3 of our names anyway. Who's the 4th person? I'm pretty sure I'm not familiar with that name. Kirin, are you the one behind this? I'm not too sure, but that is definitely a very interesting find. What happened to this Sudoku puzzle? Did mice bite through the numbers or something? The holes almost look like some cute bats. No, really, it's cute bats. You can't tell me otherwise. Right, frog. Is that a frog and a sausage? Doesn't look like a sausage. It looks like a little pipe thing where water travels through. Half pipe. What? Yeah, our names on that are rather bizarre. All of these lockers. It's a row of lockers, obviously belonging to the residents of this building. How can this place possibly be so badly maintained that not even one of them has a readable label? Emphasis on that one because of how bold the writing is. It's as if they are rusted over. They could use some management or replacement. I think the word replacement would be better. It would be cheaper. Oh, hold on. There's 2 that stick out to me. One's got a triangle on it and one's got blood on it. This looks dirty. I don't want to know. I don't even want to think about what I don't want to know. What a turnaround statement that is. This locker stands out from the others. It has a triangle mark on it. I wonder if it's got an eye to it as well. Illuminati. Well, yeah, it does. And the others are pretty standard. I reckon in other playthroughs, these things might have more meaning to them. Because this game does have so many endings to it, like 11 normal endings and 4 secret ones. Oh, above? I don't want to know what's been on that thing beforehand. Oh, wait, it's a hook. Is that a hook attached to a line? What kind of contraption is that supposed to be? Ghost fishing? It looks dangerous. Thankfully, it's fairly high up, so I shouldn't walk into that by mistake. Just watch as it doesn't reel down by well, not mistake, but on purpose. Let's see, an air vent there. Just a vent I can't reach. Good, I don't want to vent about it. That's just nasty. I wonder if that has got any correlation towards the blood on that locker there. I don't want to know. I just do not want to know about these things. Oh, hello. Seems like the more that we look around, the more we find out. What is the saying? The more you F around, the more you're going to find out. Oh, what's this? Like a cube of numbers or something. There's like a Sudoku cube. There's some boxes stuffed under the counter. They seem to be full of more of those weird cubes. The cube. Nothing of interest in those. Be all spark. Oh, hello. Oh, it's some kind of graffiti. Doesn't look like a Mimikyu or a Mimikyu penguin whatsoever. Looks cute, except for the fact that it's all black and white. Tarot reading. Are you seeking answers? Dig deeper into yourself. Tarot reading called 204863. I'm going to screenshot that just in case we may need to have, well, in case we have an opportunity to call somebody. It's actually been a while since, for goodness sakes, I pressed it again. It's actually been a while since I had my fortune read. My aunt makes a living from tarot readings, so I'm no stranger to these. I find them pretty fun, and I can never resist the temptation of getting a glimpse into the future, as vague as it might be at times. That being said, maybe it's a number I should keep in mind. Exactly. Let's see. Oh, what's that? Oh dear, sacrifice. Oh no, I shouldn't have picked it up. Why am I suddenly overwhelmed by the feeling that I shouldn't have picked it up? Is this some kind of bad omen? Yep, we've reached a bad ending, ladies and gentlemen. Surely nothing bad is going to happen just because I saw that. Of course, your turn. Okay, let me find out what that is within the Steam achievements. Oh, you picked up a sacrifice card. Only 0.1 of players have this achievement. But then again, a lot of things have only got 0.1% of players have this achievement. There's usually some kind of bug on Steam where it's like only 0.1% of people have actually got an achievement. I'm not touching that card anymore. Are you sure about that? It's a Rubik's Cube. But instead of colours, it has numbers on it. Ah, that makes sense. The same kind of logic. Except it's actually a bit harder because usually the entire square of a cube is one whole thing, which is a colour, but this is a number. Are those supposed to be Sudoku? What kind of mad person would want to get these, let alone solve them? Somebody who has an appreciation for these kind of things, thank you very much. Okay, that's that. Already looked at those weird boxes. Oh, hello. Ooh, yarn balls. Is that yarn? Oh no, it's totally yarn. Oh, deep breath, Asahi. You can ignore it. Just don't look at it for too long. Ever since I became a... Oh, that's why. Just don't play with it. Ever since I became a cat girl, get the uncontrollable urge to play around with a yarn ball whenever I see one. It's like the yarn itself taunts my very existence. Not this time, you cheeky little devil. What if I look at it again? You can ignore the yarn, just don't look at it for too long. Whatever this is, it gives me a weird kind of energy. Like it could stare right into my soul. What if we just look at this for a long... Oh, scissors. It's a pair of scissors. Not really something I like to carry around with me. I made the mistake of running around with scissors once, and I still have the scar to prove it. Ooh, it's not big and not clever. Am I not doing it right? Just look, keep going at it. I always think there's some kind of hidden mechanic where if you look at something for too long, you just give in to the temptation. Radio. Wasn't there something in this game which gave you like a specific frequency to put in? It's just on and off. Let's see, is this somebody's diary? Oh, now we're getting to the good part. Yeah, as if. It's a notebook. And the pages that weren't ripped out from it seem to be blank. Great, just what... Oh, hello. A horse equals 4. Screenshot. Could this have anything to do with a wooden plate thing near the entrance? Yes. Look at where the eye is and where the horse is. Of course, the horse would be very, very, very important. It's integral to the entire story of the elevator the elevator game with Catgirls is the Gentle Horseman. Obviously, if you didn't know that, then you're seriously not a fan of this universe, this set of games, this set of stuff. Could each animal represent a number? I'm thinking that as well. But then where do we put the combination, or where do we use the combination? It may not be here, but it could be somewhere else. So we've got a ladybug, a gentleman horse, and a Cthulhu squid octopus-like creature. Yes, I say creature. Oh, hello. No, I was looking at bin there. Yep. Hello, there's 5 different diamonds in there. Oh. It's a piece of a card. Someone tore it in half, so it must be a 9 of diamonds. Do I need to find the other half, or... No, because if a diamond is in the middle, that must mean there's no other diamonds in the middle, so... There's definitely a 9 of diamonds. That is canonically, without question or shadow of doubt, a 9 of diamonds. I don't know how I got here. Let's see. X marks the spot. There's some kind of X mark on the wall over here. Is this where the treasure is buried? Do I need to get a hammer to get to the bottom of this? Yeah, right. They're not going to make it that obvious by saying, hey, look, this is where the treasure is. I'm just really intrigued by this floor. Like, how many other different avenues are there? There's so many avenues just for this floor alone. I have to give NoBreadStudios a grand applause for the amount of detail that they've put into this game. Like, I thoroughly love this. There's a clock up here. It's a clock, but its hands are missing. I wonder if we need to restore this clock in future playthroughs. Right. I hope people find this somewhat helpful. Let's see. Up the steps? No. Actually, we're going to save different slot. And then we're going to go upwards to the first floor and see what's up there. Oh. We literally are on the elevator. Okay, so we can't step out of the elevator. Have it been down to below 1, actually? Never been down to basement 1. Oh, it's just literally complete darkness. Okay. I'm very bamboozled as to what to do here, because I thought we would literally be walking up the steps rather than just, you know, dilly-dallying around. I suppose I've got to find a way. Reset the game? Yeah, let's leave the building. I really need to recalculate the steps that we need to take. Yeah, we'll leave the building, then we get back to it. Wait, the chocolate milk I found inside of the vending machine. Technically it's not mine, so maybe I could return it here? Screw it, why not? Maybe someone else will actually drink it, because I sure won't. Fine, we put...
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, somebody gave us a key. I'm not entirely sure what just happened. But the moment I placed the bottle on the counter, someone or something immediately snatched it away and gave me something in return. We got ourselves a key with a YouTube play button on it. It's a key with a triangular hole. Damn, I was trying to be more creative there. This triangle isn't force. So, where do we use this key then? That's what I want to know. Where do we use this key? Not there. Let's see. Do we use it in one of these? Oh, let's see if the key I got fits in the lock. Yes, it does. Bingo. I know this locker doesn't belong to me, and I probably shouldn't be too nosy, but somebody handed me this key for some reason. I can always return it later. I found another one of those notes. This one makes me wonder whether these things really originate from another person's thoughts at all. For all I know, they might be what this place made up for me to believe just to try and unsettle me further. Well, they didn't provide us any clues or answers, that just made us a bit more confused. So whatever left these notes here was also finding somebody else's. What is this note even talking about? What do they mean by originate from another person's thoughts? Well, it originates from another person's thoughts, let's just say that. I feel around the locker, but it doesn't seem like there's anything else inside. I found one of the silver notes in this locker. So we've got a scarlet one. This locker's dirty and I don't want a new. Nothing here stands out. Yeah, none of these stand out. It's just the triangle one. What was I meant to decipher from that? But I'm glad I investigated it. I'm glad I gave this all a second try. If we look at notes, we can see all of the different notes that we have collected throughout our time here. So we've got a plethora more to collect, including the scarlet one being its own category. Fascinating. Truly fascinating. Okay, that's where this is. We can't use the phone to call the tarot reading. Don't you let yourself get eaten, Mr. Crow. That's what that means. I didn't even realise we can go even further to the right. There's a cat here. Oh my gosh, that's the cutest fortune teller I've ever seen. It's got blue eyes as well. I wonder if I could order one of these from somewhere on the internet. Definitely something to keep in mind for later on. Just take it. Who's else gonna take it? Who's the cutest fortune doll? You are. There's a mug here. Someone left that mug here. It's full of some dark liquid. I think I can smell a hint of coffee. But it's obviously cold and I don't want to know for how long it's been here in the first place, so therefore I'm not going to drink it. When do cats love coffee anyways? It's an ashtray, but it's empty and clean. Clearly hasn't been used recently. My nose is thankful. Mine too, because I hate tobacco. Ooh, 2 of hearts. It's a card with 2 hearts. So got one of 9 of diamonds and a 2 of hearts. Yes. Okay, so I'm glad I investigated here again. Oh, hello. Maybe I could try calling the number from the pamphlet with this phone. Of course, it's one of those old machines that need a coin put in it. One of those big old ones, exactly like what I don't have in a handful of change in my pocket. So I guess it's a no, but unless I find an appropriate coin first. Great. But at least we know where the phone is. Seems like a list of important phone numbers, but it's totally illegible. Illegible. Red light. It's a vent, but it's too high for me to reach. Not that I have a reason to want to reach it in the first place. But why is it red? That's what I'm asking. Why is this particular spot here lit up with a faint red light? Bread over here? It says bread on the box. What would bread be doing in a place like this? How old is this carton even? There's no actual bread in there, right? I'm not willing to check. It could be a trap. Also, oh, there's a spade there. Just down here, there's a spade on the wall. What if there's more to it? Like, there's clearly a spade there. I'm not entirely sure if the rest of the wall has any kind of detail to it. So, we could have a 1 of spade, or ace of spade, 9 of diamonds, and 2 of hearts. So, possibly need to find 1 more. Yeah, let's do that. Now, let's do this properly this time. No going up to the 13th floor or anything. Number 4. And no, I'm not going to skip over anything by using the control button. This is the immersion we're all going to get together. Number 4. Number 2. We are going through the rules together. Then number 6 afterwards. So, if the elevator goes to the floor 1, the ritual has failed. Get out of the elevator. On the floor, do not engage with a woman. Okay, number 2. So number 6 is next. Pretty standard to follow. Number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. Goody good. So there's still no weird abomination that is trying to talk to me. Let's see. 5. Yep, the arrow's going down, which is good. Somebody's looking on cameras thinking, what the hell is this person doing? Are they not deciding what floor they want to go to? Let's see, there's no note here. Number 10. Now, this is one where we could get the interactions with a woman or hear from her at the very least. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, I thought something weird was going to happen there. So we notice that the door's open. Number 5 is next. Didn't hear anything again. Still nothing from her. There's some noise there that was abnormal. Nothing there again. Okay, what about number 1? Oh, I didn't click number 10. Somebody must have pressed it. Someone else must have pressed the elevator. What the hell? That's different. I thought I was prepared for almost anything, and yet, the moment the elevator door opens up before me on the last stop of ritual, I'm taken completely off guard. The place is surprisingly bright. I'm not even sure what I thought I was going to find, but this is beyond anything I imagined. Did my attempt actually work this time around? Did I finally make it to the other world? Is this where Kirin ended up as well? Or do we have the acknowledgement that we can just still escape from here while we can? I pressed the button. No, I'm not going through there. Or maybe it'll just end up in the same place and we never know. It's like, nah, you've already locked into this cycle. Let's see. Here we are. We're out of a cycle now. Number 0. Something along those lines. I was like, we'll finally have a way forward. Nope, not having that. And we're back down here. Let's see. I wonder if we could actually repeat the steps. Uncertain. I'll get back to that. Still no woman has appeared. Maybe she appears on consecutive playthroughs. I have to play through the game another time. So, did I correctly this time again? Yep, here we go. Yep, we've seen that. Let's see, let's walk out of the elevator door. Ah. Carefully, I take a step outside of the elevator, daring to put myself into the weird and lurid landscape. Excuse me there. Then the elevator door slides shut behind me, startling me. Oop. I turn around to see them looking just like they always do. Pretty nondescript dark metal with a few scrapes and scratches. Almost reassuringly normal right now. On a whim, I press the button to open the doors again. And that doesn't sound good, but doors don't move either. So I think I have two options. One, I can panic because I don't seem to be able to go back right now. Or two, I can move forward and explore wherever on Earth or off Earth I am. The place I've been trying to get to since I got here.
No turning back now, Asahi.
Yes, exactly. No turning back now. Right, let us commence with this adventure. So we can go forward. Yep, go forward. And go forward some more. We're getting suddenly closer. As I advance, more details catch my attention. The opposite wall at the very end of the corridor seems to be missing. The whole corridor also seems to be stacked with some strange dark boxes. Some have odd shapes. Something about their texture perplexes me. It almost looks like those kind of materials that eat up all the light around them and don't reflect anything back. What if touching one of them will eat me all up too? I have to be careful. I'd rather not touch anything around here if I don't have to. Yeah, exactly. We shouldn't. But we can't resist the urge to try. Ooh, looks like a very thin walkway there. Let's see. The farther I go, the weirder things get. The corridor eventually ends, but the floor keeps extending further past the stairs in the form of a lowered landing. That's where I came from. I turn around to look back at the corridor I just traversed, taking in the view. I definitely don't want to lose my way around this place, so I need to keep track of my surroundings. Thankfully, it seems pretty straightforward so far. Okay, let's keep going forward. Well, I've made it all the way here. I'm not going back until I find Kirin or until I'm convinced she's not here. So yeah, only one person can do this at a time, and supposedly only one person can be here at a time. Wow, I'm not sure what I expected, but it really is the other world, isn't it? I can't believe this whole crazy game actually worked. That this place actually exists. Or maybe I just don't want to. I guess I can't really argue that it does. Just what is this place? Let's keep walking forward. Oh, we can't. Are we supposed to jump over that? As I keep going further, my fears get confirmed. The floor cuts off abruptly, resulting in a dead end. There's a path that continues on the other side, but there's no visible way for me to get there. And even if becoming part kitty has improved my ability to jump and land gracefully, I don't think even an Olympic jumper with a high glider with the combinations of a cat could make that distance. No Kirin anywhere so far either. Did we somehow manage to end up in different places in the other world? Or perhaps there are multiple other worlds? Goodness sakes, you just had to say it for me afterwards. We're even in different other worlds after all this. Does this mean I have to try and go back somehow, puzzle up this broken elevator? Wait. Oh, another scarlet note. That definitely wasn't there before. There's no way that I've missed it. Well, Asahi come and help me this time too. Or will she come to my rescue just like she did these past few months? I don't deserve to be loved by someone like her. I don't deserve to be loved. What is all this?
Asahi?
So you're there. Where are you? Well, hi.
Kirin?
Yeah, how are you here? She definitely wasn't there a second ago either. Wow.
Are you? Is that really you?
Yeah, that is really me, truly in the flesh.
Only if you're really you.
Exactly.
No. Why are you on the other side?
I don't know, why are you on the other side?
That's my line. How did you get there?
Through the elevator, of course. Why? Did you use a different one?
Nope, I probably used the same one that you did.
Unless you somehow magically changed buildings, I used the same elevator you did.
Exactly, so don't you try and be smart with me, Kirin.
I hate this place so much.
And how did that note get on the other side as well?
Well, don't just stand there. Go find a ladder or something.
A ladder? Are you crazy?
Exactly.
How else are we supposed to get out of here?
Kirin has a point though, there's no way either of us could possibly make this jump. We might be more flexible as Catgirls now, but that's still too much of a stretch even for us. We're jumping forward to our doom for sure. Would some kind of rope help us? Is even a rope to be found around here? Probably not.
So you came.
Sapporo, how on earth are you here?
Sapporo? Is that you?
Yeah, how'd you get there?
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Waiting for your arrival.
Wait, how'd you even get here
What?
You bitch! This is all your fault!
Listen, Asahi, you need to find the camera.
The camera,
Oh,
you
no,
say?
Don't. Don't listen to her, Asahi!
That's the only way to save us.
What are you talking about?
Oh. She moves so fast I could barely even blink. What is this now going on? Some kind of betrayal. And since I'm so far away, I can only watch in utter horror as Kirin takes a step towards Sapporo and shoves her from the landing they're on, making her fall. Whoa. Ouch. Sapporo disappears into the cloudy layer of white below. It's as though she was never there. I can't see anything of her, and I can't hear anything either. I stare dumbfounded, trying to wrap my mind about what just transpired before my very eyes before my gaze wanders back to Kirin. She's staring right back at me, and she looks agitated, angry, not a hint of remorse in her.
Kirin? What?
Yeah.
How could you do something like that?
She was trying to get in between us, can't you tell? How naive can you be? Open your eyes, Asahi. Face reality. Wake up already. Face reality! Wake up already!
Oh. Okay, so what the hell was... Oh, so we was asleep all this time. And with the developer team's other game called Blank Space, I believe. Why am I suddenly back in my room? And Kirin, what the hell? Why did you do that? I know you have some sadistic tendencies, but that was going way too far. Did she actually... I quickly reached for my phone, intending to text Sapporo, when I noticed a bunch of texts from Kirin instead. Hey, we're still going. I'm at your window. Come on. At my window? Oh, right. We agreed to get to that building tonight. I must have fallen asleep. Wait, huh? What was it that I dreamed about again? It feels like there was something important, but details suddenly elude me. Ah, this is what the game means by multiple playthroughs. It's like every time we end the loop, we wake up, but the next loop is slightly different from the other loops. When I met up with Kirin and tell her that I had a bad dream that we shouldn't go play this stupid game, she only laughs at me. You're just a girl you get a say, she says. Figures. Oh, dearie me, welcome to the other world. It's a cold winter night. Snow started to fall a couple of hours ago, so the cityscape is littered with a layer of white fluff. This is the introduction. It crunches under our feet as we walk down the street.
Ta-da! We're here!
We certainly are here, for goodness sakes. The familiar apartment building that we came to in order to do this goddamn ritual. Oh dear. I look up to inspect the tall building before us. It's past midnight, so it's to be expected that most people living here will be asleep by now. Naturally, that also explains why barely any of the windows show any hints of light coming from the inside. Considering why we're here, it only adds to the creepiness of the situation. I've never been a fan of dark places, but it didn't change even when I got my feline features. You think that being able to see so much more clearly in the dark would make darkness a scary one? This is word for word of the introduction. Trouble is, I hear so many more little sounds that I couldn't make out before too, and since I'm not sure what all of them are, the dark's every bit as creepy as it was before, maybe even more so. Oh dear. Maybe the dialogue is slightly different somehow. Like, Asahi is the only one that kind of remembers.
So we are.
Finally, a response! I thought you were starting to give me the silent treatment again.
Again? Is that what it means is that what she means again? It's a fault of mine and one I'm not too proud of. I tend to get lost in my own head sometimes, well, quite often really. Thankfully, Kirin is fairly used to it by now.
I swear, Kirin, of all the buildings in the city, you just had to choose one which seems super creepy. This has to be the sole residential building in the whole office district.
Exactly.
Oh, but you know it couldn't have just been any building. This one is perfect.
If you say so.
And by perfect, you mean...
Meeting the conditions and being less than 10 miles away from our homes.
You mean meeting the conditions.
Or are you enjoying our walk in the snow together so much that you'd like to prowl around aimlessly for another hour?
What do you mean prowl around aimlessly for another hour?
Because I don't know about you, but I'm really starting to feel the cold. Was that your plan? So I'd need you to warm me up afterwards? You could have said something, Asahi.
I just stare at her, not really sure what to say. There's no winning with Kirin when she gets all sly like this. As much as I hate to admit it, it's one of the things I actually like about her.
Oh, I can't sign up for this again.
Again?
Because you love me.
Ah, yes. Thank you for reminding me of that questionable fact. Say, do you get the feeling like someone is manipulating someone else for their advantage over here?
Nope, no player playing this game over here.
No? Just me?
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. You know I'm happy you decided to come with me. I'll make it up to you. I promise.
Pinky promise? Relatively the same so far. I stare at her for a moment longer before I sigh. I really can't argue with her. No one she's looking at me like that. I had a silent crush on this girl for the longest time and never expected to one day find that the attraction was mutual. But that we managed to actually get together still feels so unreal sometimes. If it weren't for the fact that the change affected her too, it would probably have never come to this. As much as I disliked it in the beginning, it makes me feel like an outcast among my former peers. After all, our shared experience allowed me to be there for her when she needed it the most. It's a memory I'm always going to cherish, or that I am sure. Yes, I know it's a pretty twisted sort of memory to cherish, but how could I not remember it fondly when it's brought us together? I breathe warmly on my hands, rub them together, and then jam them deep in my pocket, sorry. It's not much, but hopefully it will help keep something in my fingertips. It's enough to let me focus on things in the here and now, at least, rather than just on how cold it is.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. You get provoked way too easily. You're doing all of this because of the bet with Sapporo, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, sure, that's one of the reasons.
But what's the other reason?
But that's not the only one. I'm doing it because it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Fun? Kirin, you've seen the forums. Not a single person out there ever said it was a good idea.
not a single person would have made it out.
Yes, all those fairy tale stories. Quite tragic, really. Come on, you're not about to tell me you honestly believe those.
Yes, I do. I certainly
so you
do.
Mean that you don't?
Seriously, girl, we live in the real world.
Yep.
Spooky, scary skeletons don't just pop out of nowhere because someone decided to be an idiot and press some buttons in a certain way.
I wonder if this is actually a cue where we actually do press some of these buttons and then some spooky skeletons just pop out of nowhere. Like, that would be a really, really bizarre but weird and amazing gimmick in the game.
I can't believe you, of all people, are still saying that strange, unexplained things don't happen. I mean, you did look in the mirror this morning.
Ooh,
right?
that's a bit of a roast.
This is this, and that is that.
So you don't believe this will actually work. Remind me why we're here again?
We are here to prove a point. Namely, that Sapporo can suck it.
So, you have your life ahead of you, or you can bet your life on a little gambit in which your friends surmise for you to try and perform.
I honestly can't believe I let you drag me into this.
For me, I choose life. I don't suppose to take the shortcut.
Chill, Asahi. We suffer the cold for a while longer, nothing happens, and then Sapporo owes me $50. $50 that will treat us to a nice dinner together.
Again, life or $50. Probably
I
both.
suppose a dinner with you is a pretty good incentive.
Mm-hmm.
See? I knew you'd come around.
I love the charisma
That
between
being
these
said,
two characters, I
wish me
really
luck
do.
and all that jazz. I'll be right back.
Kirin?
What? I'm the one who should be getting cold feet here, not you.
Thank you.
Just, you remember all the rules, right? Stay safe, okay?
Yep, number one rule on whatever you do, stay safe.
Asa-chan, be realistic about this. What's an elevator gonna do? Bite me?
It could keep you in. It could send you somewhere which is not reachable by any means,
You
given
could
the
always
shape.
get stuck. That's a realistic possibility, if anything.
Yep.
I'm sure you'll figure it out if I do. Now, be sure to stay away from the building, since we'd be breaking those majestic rules otherwise.
Right.
See ya in a bit.
Yeah, see ya later, alligator. I stare as Kirin approaches the building's entrance, presses one of the intercom buttons, and moments later pushes the door open. How does she convince people to trust her so quickly to let her to the building like that? She's gone from my side before I know it, a faint click as the door closes behind her. There's a feeling of unease pulling in my stomach. All of this being a bad idea, probably the worst we've just had. We've had yet. Just screams in my head. I'm so going to give Sapporo a piece of my mind. Oh, mind once all of this is over. It's not like I can really do much about it now. However, if I were to go after my girlfriend saying I suddenly changed my mind, it would undoubtedly make her angry. My girlfriend. It still makes me all giddy just to think of her that way. But hell, we snuck out of our houses, go through the window without our parents knowing, just to go through with all of this. If I had a problem with this whole crazy idea, I should have said something way earlier before even coming here in the first place. It's too late now. Okay. I think this is where we're going to wrap this up. I believe that the majority of the next few segments of dialogue is going to be the same. But what I'm going to do the next time around is, if there's anything different from the first time around, then obviously I will include that part in part 3. But I feel like we're going to be cropping out a lot of the next episode, so that we only get to the new stuff, or the stuff that is interactable. Like, let's say, for example, the vending machine. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, there's a link down in the description below where you'll be able to acquire this game for yourselves. And I will be seeing you all in the next time of the elevator game with Catgirls. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care of yourselves.